On today's live stream, I'm going to be showing you how to achieve a perfect blonde cut using your clipper. Now, if this is your first time, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification for amazing hair tutorials like this. So let's get into it. Now, before we go ahead and trim this hair, this is the hair we'll be working with. Before we go ahead and trim this hair using our clipper, right? If you notice, the hair is not looking well straightened, although it's not that bad, but this is not something that we can work with. So we have to go in using our straightener. We're going to be straightening this hair using our straightener. I use the Cloud9 straightener, and I can tell you for free that it's very good, although it's not a professional straightener. For me, I feel it's not a professional straightener, but it gets the job done to a certain level. So yes, we'll be using the Cloud9 straightener. Now let's get into it. So first step is we're going to section our hair into small parts. If you notice, if you've been following me, you'd remember how I always tell you when working with any unit, you have to section the hair into tiny sections. You don't take a quantity that you cannot work with. So but first, before we section the hair, let's apply our product. Now we're going to use our heat protectant, which I mentioned that heat protectant is very important because it's going to help keep the hair away from breakage. It's going to, basically protect the hair from hot tools. So before applying any hot tools on your hair, I would advise that you go in with your heat protectant. Now another product that we're going to be working with is our hair serum. So I use the Lucida hair serum, and this serum has always gotten the job done for me. It's been one of the best products I've had to use. So there are other serum that are good, but this for me is quite affordable and it gets the job done. So yeah, now let's get into it. Let's apply our heat protectant first, and then we go in with our hair serum. Now after that, we're going to go ahead and section the hair, and then we straighten it. Some of you call it flattening. Oh yeah. Hi Liam, thank you for joining. Patricia, hi, how are you? So we're going to apply this product, and we're going to go in and straighten our hair. Now let's get into it. So let me plug in my straightener. Yeah. Patricia, hi. Let me plug in my straightener, and would take it to the highest. If you want to achieve that straight, flat look, you need to apply, you need to increase it to the highest, or else it won't get the job done for you. I'm talking about those people that make use of like the Cloud9 straightener, the normal straightener that you can use at home, not the professional straightener, because I've not had to use the professional straightener, right? But I do know that when working with anything called professional, it's if it's a straightener, it's usually very hot, even when it's on the list, right? So but I can't relate right now because I'm currently using the basic straightener. So let's get into it. So I've just plugged that in. Now I'm going to increase it to the maximum. Now this is the maximum. You can see the red light here, right? This is the maximum. Yeah. So let's get into it. Now let's apply our product while we wait for this to get really, really hot. Now we'll first of all apply our heat protectant, right? If you're just joining, we're trying to achieve a blunt cut using this hair. So this is the 12 inches hair. We intend to take it down to 10 inches, right? Which means we're going to be trimming the hair. So for right now, we'll first of all prep our hair, which is what you're going to watch. We're going to apply our heat protectant. I earlier mentioned that heat protectant is for the purpose of protecting the hair against any hot tools. Now before you go into styling your hair, whatever hair it is, so long as you're going to apply any hot tools on the hair, you have to make use of your heat protectant. I cannot overemphasize how important it is for you to make use of your heat protectant, right? So let's get into it. So we apply our heat protectants, right? Apply a generous amount. Now you massage it, right? You massage. Now after that, you're going to apply your hair serum, right? Now this is the hair serum that we're working with. So sorry, I was supposed to press it here, but this is broken, so obviously I can't. Now when applying your hair serum, if you have like the proper cover, just 2 puff is enough. You don't need too much. Now this is it. You rub it in between your palms and then you apply, right? You apply for that shine. See how shiny it's looking. Hi Chris Penal, how are you doing? Now this is, see that shine, see that shine, see that shine. Yeah, that's all we want. Now let's pin our closure down. Let's pin it, right? Let's pin it so it doesn't move. For you to get like a perfect cut, you need to make sure that your hair isn't moving, or else one side might be longer than the other side, and I'm sure that you do not want that, right? So now I'm going to, so now that that is done, we're going to be sectioning our hair. Bokot, hi. Bokoti, yeah, that's the name. Now we're going to be sectioning our hair, right? And then we're going to straighten. Remember, don't take too much section that you can handle. So let's go. Let's get right into the video, right? Now look at that. So you're just going to section it like this. Take out the wefts like this, right? Take out the wefts like this. I think that's the last of it. And then you use your hair clip to clip it, just like that. Now let's pin this down. It keeps going up. Let's pin it down. Yeah. So now that we've succeeded in pinning it down, let's make sure it's properly pinned. So I'm going to use this to hold this area. Yes. So now we're going to basically use our tail comb. This is the tail comb I use. You comb, you comb, right? And then you section your hair. You section your hair, another section just like this, right? And then you use your straightener. Sorry, I'm not supposed to put that in my mouth. You use your straightener and then you go in like this. You see how hot that is? You go in like this. And then you take another section. I like to go in 3 times because I want my hair to be really flat. And then you go in again, you straighten it, you straighten it, just like that. Look at how straight it's looking already, right? You repeat the same process until the entire hair is well straightened. You repeat the same process until it's well straightened. Now look at that. Look at what we have. It's looking all lush and all straight, right? Look at that. So we're going to go ahead and repeat the same process over and over and over again. So we section our hair, right? Section it. I like to work with 2 wefts because it gets the job done for me, right? Remember, don't take too much that you can't handle. If you can work with 1 weft, work with 1 weft. This is called weft. So if you can work with one weft, work with one weft. You can work with more than one, work with more than one weft. So now that I've taken out our section, we're basically just going to pin it and pin it, right? And then we go ahead and repeat the same process that we've been doing, right? Oh. Now we use our tail comb, we section the hair just like that. Section it. Make sure you don't take out from this section because we've just worked from here. So you comb out and then you go in with your straightener and you straighten, right? You straighten. I sometimes like to use my tail comb to hold the hair down. You straighten just like that. Yes. Now look at that. So you repeat the same process basically until you've achieved what you want. And if it's not what you want, but I'm sure that after watching this, you should know how to straighten your hair yourself at home, or even achieving a blunt cut. You straighten. I like to go in 3 times, so you can go in as many times as possible until you achieve that straight lush look that you're looking for. Yes, just like that. Now you repeat the same process, right, until the hair is properly straightened. It's that simple. It's not difficult. Do let me know if you have any questions you want me to answer, and I'll be here to answer you. If this is your first time, please subscribe. Turn on your post notification for hair tutorials like this. I teach you hair tutorials that you can easily use you don't even have to take your hair to the hairstylist most of the time. And if you're a hairstylist, if there's any area that you've been struggling with and you would want me to teach you, just let me know in the comments and I'll make a proper tutorial about it. Yes, that's it. So we're basically going to repeat the same process until we're done, right? Just like that. You straighten, yeah, and that's it. This is not going down, I don't know why, but let me do it again. So if you experience this issue, you can always come back and straighten it, right? Make sure it's as flat as you want. Now that is it. Hi Francisca, how are you? Thank you for joining. So we're going to repeat the same process over and over again until it's flattened. So if you're just joining, we're trying to achieve a blunt cut. Now, for us to achieve a blunt cut, we need to first of all straighten our hair, right? So after straightening our hair, then we go in with our clipper to get that blunt cut. Yeah, that's basically what we're doing. So stay with me to see the final look of this hair. It's actually 12 inches hair, but we want to achieve a 8 inches blunt cut at the end of the day. So stay with me. Hi guys, thank you for joining. If this is your first time, please comment, subscribe, and turn on post notification for amazing hair tutorials. Let's go. So now we're going to repeat the same process. We're going to just take a section that we want to work with, right? Take out any flyaways on the way. So we comb out and then we use our hair straightener to flatten it, right? Very straight, very straight, right? I like to go in 3 times, but you can go in as many times as you want until it's very flat. But I'm sure that if your straightener is very hot, you won't need to go in as multiple times, right? So let's go, let's go. And look at that, right? That's what we want to achieve at the end of the day. So if you're just joining, we're trying to achieve a blunt cut. Now, we would have to straighten our hair for us to achieve that. So, yeah, stay with me to see the final look. So this is already a 12 inches unit, and we would like to achieve a an 8 inches blunt cut. So let's go, guys. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. So we section our hair again. Do not take too much weft that you can work with. So take a little, if possible, just 2 wefts is enough. You don't need to take too much weft, except of course you're in a hurry and you just want to straighten it fast. But it's not advisable if it's for professional purpose, because of course you want your clients to always have the repeat the hair of more than once, right? So now after sectioning this hair, we're basically just going to go in with our straightener, just like we've been doing. Now we repeat the same process until we're finally done. Stay with me if you want to see how I achieved that blunt cut. So I'm basically just taking a section of this hair and I'm combing it out, and I'll just straighten it. Yeah. Hi Katsi Sorrow, how are you? George Humble, Slaking. What's good? I'm fine, I'm just here. Nothing much. How's your holiday? So you straighten, you go in again and you straighten. So yeah, keep sectioning the hair until and straightening it until you achieve that straight look, right? So like I mentioned earlier, do not forget to apply your heat protectant before applying this hot tool, because of course it's going to be very hot for the hair, right? So we're trying to achieve a blunt cut, do not forget, so you're not bobbing the hair right now, you're basically just straightening the hair. I'm going to show you how to bob the hair if you want to, but if not, just straighten it, because when you're bobbing it, you'll not be able to achieve that blunt cut anymore. So guys, if this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe, turn on your post notification. I come here live every day, same time, so turn on your post notification so you don't miss out. So yeah, we're going to repeat the same process until we achieve what we're looking for, which is a blunt cut. But I earlier showed my clipper, the clipper that I will be using for that, right? So this is how the hair is looking currently. This is what it looks like currently. So, but this is not what we want. We want to trim it down to this level. But for us to achieve that, we need to straighten the hair first, right? So let's get into it. So I'm going to take a section again. Don't forget, do not take more than you can work with. Do not take more than you can work with. And trust me, this process is beginner friendly. It's very, very easy. Now, there's nothing special that I'm doing right here other than just, sectioning the hair using my hot iron to straighten the hair, and that's it. Then I'll now use my clipper to trim the hair. So that's basically it. There's nothing special. There's nothing serious or nothing complex rather than you can do. So let's continue. Let's repeat the same process. I don't know why this hair is giving me difficulties, but I'll sort it out. Yeah. Cannot be stronger than me. So guys, let's go. So let me know if you have any question. And also let me know if you're learning anything from this video, so it's not as if I'm wasting my time. So yeah, so we take out a section, we comb out, right, and we go in with a hot iron and we straighten it, right? Look at that. Yes, we straighten it. Comb out, take out the section, you comb out, right, and then you straighten it. Make sure it's very hot. See how smoke is coming out? That's how hot the straightener is. So you straighten it, because for what you want to achieve, you need it to be very, very straight, or else the hairs won't be equal. So you take a section, you comb out, I advise that you take two wefts, you work with two wefts, because if you try to work with one weft, it's going to be too light, and if you work with too much weft, you might not get that straight, lush look that you're looking for at the end of the day. So look at that. This is how it's looking. Can you guys see how shiny and how lush it's looking? So this is what we want to achieve at the end of the day. So yeah, let's continue the process. Take a section that you can work with, right? Take a section that you can work with, comb out, and you comb again, and then you go in with your straightener. You straighten, right? You straighten. See how hot it is. It needs to be very hot. You straighten. Yeah, that's it. That's more like it. Now you go in again and you take a section, right? Make sure you're not taking from under, because you know you've worked your way up. So yes, you straighten, right? I like to go in 3 times, so it's advisable you go in 3 times. Comb out. Alright, you straighten, right? You straighten, and there you go. There you have it. Now forget about the flyaways. We're going to do something about it. I'm going to show you how to get rid of flyaways. Very easy, and you don't need too much products, just one at least. Yeah, so you comb, right, and there you have it. Now we repeat the same process over again. So we're almost done, right? We're basically just sectioning the hair right now. So if you have any questions so far, please ask and I'll be here to answer you. If this is your first time, don't forget to like and subscribe. So if you're just joining, you're welcome. Thank you guys for joining. So I'm basically just sectioning the hair. Now, when sectioning your hair, do not take more than you can work with, right? Just take a little section. I cannot overemphasize, right? That is why I keep on repeating it. Do not take more section. It will do you good. Trust me. Don't take more section than you can work with. So guys, pardon my hair. I'm going to make it today. So yeah, we'll pin it. Right. So now basically just going to take a section, just like we've been doing, right? Take a section of the hair, right? And that you want to work with. You comb out, comb it very well. Make sure that there's no it's not freezing, right? Now you comb, and then you go in with your hair straightener, just like that. You straighten. straighten. Make sure it's very straight because this straightener is very hot. It's really hot. And you comb out. Now you take another section, right? Take a section. You comb out, right? And then you comb, and then you go in with your straightener. Ooh. See that smoke? Look at that. Really hot. It's very, very hot. So yeah. Yeah. So you comb, right? And then you go in with your hot iron. You straighten, just like that. Straighten, just like that. And then you comb. Now look at that. Look at that. All shiny, looking lush. Now let's continue. So you take a section, right? Again. And then you comb. You need to make sure that all the edges, all the areas are very, very neat. Straighten, straighten. Now look at that, right? All lush, but we're not done. So if you just join in, we're trying to achieve a blunt cut, and for you to achieve a blunt cut, you need to first straighten your hair. Make sure it's really straight because you don't want one part of the hair being longer or shorter than the other. So after straightening, we're going to use our clipper. We're going to use our clipper to trim down. So that's a very crucial part, and I would advise that you pay close attention because when trimming any hair, you need to be very careful, like very, very careful, literally. So let's continue. And then you come back. Now we're moving to the closure area, right? Yeah. So we might be needing to use a hot comb for the closure area because you can't flatten the closure area with this. It won't be as flat as you need it to be. So, but first was going to straighten the closure area. If you notice, the whole hair is all straight and flattened, but the closure area is not. The closure area is not. Look at that. So we need to fix this. So we take a section from the closure area, right? Take a section, you comb out, you comb out. Now look at that. Even just combing it has already brought it down. So, but we will still need to straighten it, right? So let's use our hot iron to do that. Straighten it. Straighten it. You can go in as many times as you want, but I like to go in 3 times until it's as flat. It's very flat the way you want it. Now you comb down. Comb. Now look at that. This is flat, right? So we're going to repeat the same thing until our closure is flat, all flat. So take a section, you comb out, you use your hot iron, and then you straighten it just like that. See that smoke? It's really, really hot. You straighten it. So you comb out. Right, look at that. It's flat, but look at this. See the difference? This is not. So but we're coming here. Let's continue. So we'll take a section, right? We comb out, right? We comb out, and then we go in with our straightener. After, make sure your straightener is really hot, right? Make sure it's really, really hot. Now you comb out, Look at that. Look at how lush this hair is looking right now. Look at that. Very silky and shiny. Yours can also look like this. Now we go on to the next section, and then we comb, right? And then you go in with our straightener. And then we comb. Right, just like that. Now we're coming to work here. The section, you comb out, and then you go in with your straightener and you straighten. You straighten just like that. Look at how hot that is. Now, guys, this is the final look, but we're not done yet. We're still going to go ahead and trim the hair. So, we were supposed to trim this hair into an 8 inches bob wig, but right now we just finished straightening the hair, which is also part of the styling process, right? Let's just say we finished styling the hair. Now let's get into trimming the hair, but before that, this is how the hair looks like currently. This is how it looks like currently. It's a 14, is it 14 inches or 12 inches? A 12 inches bone straight, right? It's a 12 inches bone straight. Now look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Right? So we're going to be trimming it. We're going to be trimming from here. Right? It's, if you look at it, it's not equal right now. It's not equal. So we're going to trim it and make sure that it is equal. Right? That's the plan. That's what we want. So I just want you guys to have like a feel of what the before look is. Now the reason why I'm trimming down this hair is because if you look at the tip, first of all, it's not equal and it's really scanty around this area. You can see my hand from here, literally. So it's really scanty. So right now, let's just get into trimming the hair. So in the first step, right, for you to get a perfectly trimmed hair, this has to be higher than you. Like it literally has to be higher, like this. I've taken it off, so it has to be higher. Let me fix that. Okay. So now it's high enough. So you make sure that this your canvas head is placed properly, right? Right now this is bending, it's tilting towards me, so it has to be like this. It has to be as straight as possible, right? Make sure it's very straight. Now let me take these pins out of the way. Make sure you clear the way, make sure there's nothing on your way, right? Because you know how heads can be. Little mistake will spoil the entire hair. So yeah, let's get right into it. So now it's time for us to trim and trim, right? So make sure that your canvas size is equal. Right now this is tilting towards the other side. I have to fix it. Is it equal yet? Is it equal? Let me see. Yeah, so that's the bit. Right. So now we're going to take our measuring tape, right? Make sure the canvas here is equal. Make sure your tripod stand is taller than you. Now we're going to use our measuring tape to measure to the length that we want. Hi Snowstorm, hi, thank you for joining. So this is the measuring tape that I'll be working with, and I'll be counting from here, right? I'll count by inches, not by what's it called, this, I've actually forgotten, but I'll be counting with this. So you take out a pin, right? This pin, this is the pin that I use. Take out this pin, you turn the hair, right? Now you check where the weft, not the closure, this area, right, where the weft starts from. That's where you pin it. You pin your tape. You pin your tape here. Now you've pinned your tape. Make sure this head, this canvas head, is really straight and firm. Right? Now it's straight. From what I can see, it's straight. Now you measure. So we want a 10 inches, right? But we're not going to start trimming this hair from the 10 inches. Reason is because when there's a mistake, you should always be able to correct it. But if you cut from the exact 10 inches, you might not get it right. So we're going to cut from 12 inches and then we correct it, right? In as much as we want 10 inches, but we're just going to go ahead and, you know, cut from 12 inches, and if it's given what it should give, we'll go ahead and trim it from 11 and a half. So let's get into it. Now this is the clipper I'm using. Make sure your clipper is fully charged. This is the clipper I'm using to trim. Let's go. Now let me move this forward a bit. Now look at that. I'm starting from 12 inches. Yeah, this is 12 inches. I don't know if you guys can see this. 12 inches. And I'm just going to turn on my clipper. And you hear that. And then I trim. And look at that. Can you guys see? Look at that. Look at that. So we'll use this to measure, right? And we'll continue. Make sure your clipper is like this, straight, like this, straight. Now don't worry about this. We're going to come back and correct it. Now, this is the mistake I was talking about. If we look at this, right, we've successfully cut this part, but it's not looking equal right now. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's not looking equal right now. We still have to go ahead and trim it properly. So, let's continue. So guys, look at that. Realize that we successfully trimmed this, but it's not looking equal right now. Look at this area is longer, so we need to correct it. So now we'll cut from 11 inches, right? We'll go back and now cut because we want 10 inches. Now we cut from 11 inches just in case there's any mistake, right? So let's start. So we're going to continue. Now we're done with this. Now look at that. This looks better, right? So we'll repeat the same. We're going to repeat the same thing here. Hi Stella Rosso, how are you? Thank you for joining. Hi Patricia, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Alright, how's the holiday going? So now guys, look at this. Is this better? Right? This is better, right? So we're going to, if you notice, there's this slight line below that some showing under. So I'm going to show you how you're going to get rid of this path. So when you wear your wig and then you bend, it's not like something is under or it's not giving this luxury look that it's supposed to give. So let me show you what to do. So right now at this point you bend this, right? You bend this. So you can see this one. This is really stubborn. So we'll have to take it out. One second guys, let me get my charger. So 1 second. So guys, let me just plug in my phone and Nadisha. Sorry if I don't pronounce your name properly. Hi Nadisha. I think I need to fix my light. Yeah. So let me plug this in and we continue. So we're done. So this is how you achieve a blunt cut, right? So we're at the point where we're trimming it. We're trimming this other just under. So whatever it is that's under, I'll take that. So let's continue. We're using our clipper, right? So So guys, let's correct whatever mistake that was done. But right now, this is how it's looking. Yay! That's how you achieve a blunt cut. Look at that. Look at that. So this is a blunt cut. So we're going to, the next step is we're going to use our round tail comb to measure, and then we trim it completely. So I don't think there's anything for us to trim. Wait for me. What do you guys think? I think this is perfect, right? What do you guys think we need to trim it more? I think this is perfect for me, right? I think this is okay. I think it's okay. So now we're done, and let's see how many inches we have here. Yeah, so we have 11 inches. Now the plan was to take this unit to 10 inches, right? But we have 11 inches, which is still okay, just a bit shorter. So a bit longer, sorry. Now this is it, right? So if you'd like to know how to bob your wig, stay with me. I'm going to be showing you how to bob your wig next. So you don't have to stress yourself with, my hairstylist this, my hairstylist that. So let me show you how to achieve that bob. Now for that, we're going to bring this down. It's too high. Yeah, so now this is how you get a perfect blunt cut. Yeah, this is a perfect blunt cut. Now let's bob. So we're going to be using our hot iron to bob. The same iron you use in straightening your hair, that's the same thing you're going to use in bobbing this wig. Now I've increased it to the maximum. It needs to be really, really hot. I don't know the type of straightener you work with, but I work with the Cloud9 straightener, and so far it's been getting the job done for me. In as much as I would love to get like a professional straightener, because to the best of my knowledge it's not professional enough, but it's something we can work with, right? So let's continue. So in order for us to achieve a perfect bob, we need to section our hair, right? Most of the time when working with hairs, you mostly need to section it for it to achieve a perfect look. You need to section it, right? You need to section it. So yeah, I will section it now. So now to get a bob look, right, in as much as we want to section our hair, now the quantity of the hair matters. If you're styling, I'm going to show you that as well. If you're styling a bob unit, you need to make sure it's thick enough. It's very, very thick, so it can easily bob, right? So you can easily, I don't know how to explain it, but that's how we are not to explain it, and I'll show you guys what I mean. So now we're going to be working with our hair serum more. So we just joining guys, please subscribe, turn on your post notification for using hair tips, hair tutorials. So we'll take a bit, right, on our palm, and then we'll apply it, rub it in between, and then we'll apply it, right? Apply. Now the next step is to section it, right? So to section it, this is what I meant when I said it needs to be very, very thick, right? Now you work with more than 2 wefts. I'm working with 3 wefts. Now this is what I call wefts. So you work with more than 3 wefts, and then you hold it like this, and then you go in with your hot iron. So when you get to this point, you curve your hand a bit. When you get to this part, you curve your hand a bit, right? You curve it a bit, just like that. Now look how it's looking. I'm sure that you can tell the difference from this. So let's continue. So you take a section, right? Make sure it's really thick, right? I'm going to comb it and show you guys the after look. Now you hold it from here, you straighten, and then you curve when you get to this point. You hold this from here, you straighten, and then you curve when you get to this point. Now look at that. Look at that. It's already given what it should give, right? So if you want to see the finished look, please stay with me. I'm going to be showing you the finished look. Now you go in, right? You straighten and you curve. You use your hand to guide it, straighten and you curve. You straighten and you curve. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Now we're done with this section. You take another section, just like this. Right? Take out anything that would, anything at all that would block. Now these lines, pardon them, I'm going to correct that. Now you pin down, right? And then you continue. Now getting a perfect bob isn't all that difficult after all. So you go in, take a section, just like we've been doing, you comb out, right? And then you go in with your straightener, which is also known as a hot iron, like some of you will call it. And then when you get to this point, you curve your hand. You straighten, you curve your hand. Yeah. Curve, curve your hand. Now look at that, right? It's giving what it should give, right? It's giving what it should give. Now let's continue, right? Now, remember I said I'm working with 3 left and 3. So take from here, 3 left. So it's a good thing that you guys see and know that I don't gatekeep. I show you what I'm doing and I practicalize it. So it's not as if I'm telling you otherwise and I'm doing otherwise. So you section your hair, right? Section it just like that, and then you pin it. Section it. So we apply our hair serum, right? Just like that. Look at that. Apply it. Now we want to achieve a bob look. If you're just joining your welcome, we've actually straightened this hair. We've trimmed the hair into achieving this blonde cut. And the next thing we're doing right now is bobbing the hair. So when I'm done bobbing this hair, I'm going to put it on so you guys can see. So we take a section, we comb out, right? And then you go in with your hot iron, bring it close so you guys can see my face. You go in with your hot iron and then you straighten to this point and you curve, right? You straighten to this point and you curve. Now look at that, right? It's giving what it should give. Now let's continue. Take a section, right? Is this a bit better? So you comb, you go in with your hot iron, you straighten and you curve. You straighten and you curve. You straighten and you curve. Right, guys? Now look at that. It's giving what it should give. Right? So let's continue. You take a section, right? Take a section that you can work with. Comb, comb. You go in and you straighten. You curve at this point. You straighten. You curve at this point. You straighten and you curve. So look at that, right? Look at that. Now let's continue. Now you straighten and you curve. You straighten and you curve. You straighten. Pay attention to this part of my hand and you curve, right? Look at that. Look at that. It's already giving what it should give. Now you take a section, you comb, right? I don't know, hold on. You comb and you go in with your hot iron like this, straighten and you curve at this point, straighten and you curve at this point, straighten and you curve at this point. Yeah. So you're going to repeat this process all through the hair so that you achieve the same result. You achieve the same result. Because that is what we want at the end of the day. You comb, comb, you straighten, and you curve. Now mind you, when curving, curve towards the end, and you curve. Yeah. That is it. Look at that. Look at that. It's all lush, right? Look at that. So let's continue, guys. Remember, all you need to do is work with just 3 words, right? Work with just 3 words, and don't worry about the rest. If you follow this step like I'm doing, right, you're going to achieve same results as me. But if you don't, you're most likely to achieve something else. But with this result, with this step by step tutorial, I'm sure that you'll be able to style your wig and even trim your wig by yourself at home. right? So let's continue. Now remember, we're going to apply our hair serum, right? Just like that, and we rub in between our palm. Apply, 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 right? And then you section, take a section that you would want to work with, just like this. Just like this. You comb, even like this. You comb, and then you go in with your straightener, right? And you straighten, and when you get to this point, you curve. You straighten, when you get to this point, you curve. You straighten, when you get to this point, you curve. Now, don't worry about this, we're going to fix this. So, just like that. You can fix it now or come back to it later, but let's fix it now, right? So, you straighten and you curve. Straighten and you curve. So, that's the way to it. Now remember, we're heading towards achieving the perfect bob wig. Now, let's continue. Now you straighten, just like that, and you curve. And use your hand to secure it. Straighten, you curve. Use your hand to secure it. Straighten, you curve. Right? Now look at that bob. Look at that bob. Look at that, look at that. So let's continue. So now you straighten and you curve at the edge. You straighten and you curve at the edge. You straighten and you curve. I don't know if you guys can see. Pressing. Now look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So we're going to continue the same process. So if you want to see me wear this wig, put on this wig, stay till the end. You straighten and you curve towards the end. Straighten and you curve towards the end. Straighten and you curve. Right? Just like that. now look at that one. So this is what we currently have. This is what the hair is looking like. All lush, all sleeky, sleeky. So let's continue, guys. So we section it. So right now we're sectioning the hair, right? And then after sectioning, we style. So now we're done sectioning the hair. We're basically just going to apply our hair serum, right? And after applying it, we're going to straightening. So now the section, and then we're going with our straightener. Remember, do not pick a section that is too much for you to work with. So remember, you straighten and you bob towards the end. Yeah. You straighten and you bob towards the end. Straighten and you bob. Now look at how this is coming out so far. Look at that. So let's continue. So guys, I'll be putting on this hair once I'm done. If you want to see me wear this hair, do let me know in the comments. So guys, we're now at the closure area, right? So we're going to bob this down as well. So we take a section, right? We comb it out, and you are still going to use our hot iron to, flatten the closure area. So let me just take this side. Remember I said we're going to correct this, and then add it. And then we go in with our hot iron. I did not apply this serum here intentionally because we have earlier on applied our hair serum, right? So just like that, go on, and then we comb out. Now look at that. Look at that bird. So we're just going to continue and then wrap it up. So we're almost done. So guys, this is what we have achieved so far. Now tell me, hi Nene B, is it Nene B? I am at all. So this is what our hair looks like currently. So we're going to be using our hot comb. Now this is our hot comb to flatten the closure area. Right now it's not looking very flat. Right, so we're going to use it to flatten it. So guys, if this live stream has been helpful to you, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know that, oh, what I'm doing, you appreciate it and you're learning from me. So if you also have any area you're struggling, anything you want to know about hairstyling, just let me know and I'll be here to reply you. So let's go ahead and flatten this closure. Some of you might say that, oh, it's looking flat right now. Wait until we're done. So we use our wax stick, right? Apply our wax stick, right? Apply. Not too much. I'm going to show you the quantity that I've used so far. Look at it. This is not too much, right? So now let's go in with our hot comb to flatten it. You have to be very gentle during this process. Make sure it doesn't touch your lace because it might burn your lace. Now look at how flat this is, right? So let's continue. Now there's a tutorial on how to flatten your closure, right? So I am going to do like a detailed tutorial like I've always done here about how to flatten your closure wig. So for now, let's manage this, right, while I prep for that. Now look at that. Look at that closure. It looks flatter. You might not see the result here, but it looks flatter than this, right? So we use the back of our comb to make sure that it's very, very flat and it's not leaving any comb mark at all. So So now let's flatten the other area. So tomorrow I'll be doing a detailed tutorial on how to dye your hair. I have a closure wig that the closure is a different color, slightly different. It's a black wig, but the closure is slightly different from the hair itself, right? So we're going to be changing that color and we're going to be fixing the lace. The lace is torn. Now, why I said you should be careful is, so my client brought in that hair that she brought was, the hair had like a bun. So she said she wanted to use her hot comb to flatten the closure, only for her to place it on the lace directly and it got burned. So yeah, I'm going to be fixing that on camera. I'm going to be fixing that here so you all can learn how to fix your closure when it's done. So it's not just fixing your closure. When after fixing your closure, that area is going to be looking very bare, like as if it's bald. So you also need to refill it, right? You also need to refill it, and I'll also be showing you how to refill it. So guys, we're rounding up. Yeah, so I'm rounding up now, and then you see the after look. I'm going to be putting on this wig on my head. So let me come back and show you guys the finished look, the final look, the final look, and I'll wear it for you guys to see. So I remember saying I was going to show you guys how to take out flyaways from your wigs, right? So I'll show you how to do that now using just one product. Now if you notice this hair, it has flyaways. Look at it. It has flyaways. So you need to fix that. Let me show you guys. So I'm going to be fixing these flyaways with just one product. Right? Let me show you. Now, this is the product. This is the Ultra Set holding spray. I recommend this holding spray because it doesn't leave white casts on your hair. It just gives it this sleek look, this sleek lush look. You won't even notice that there's flyaways for a very long time. And I recommend this if you want to coil your hair using a coiling iron. I also would recommend this if you want to flatten your edges. So this is really good. It doesn't leave white cast at all. So this is what we're going to be using to take out this flyaways that you guys are seeing right now. So now you spray it on your brush just like this, just a little, and then the area that has the flyaways, you just comb, and you immediately see that there's no flyaways. Now you comb, you repeat the same process until you can no longer see any flyaways. And need I add that it smells really good, like it smells so nice. Smells so nice. Smells so nice. So let's continue. We comb, right? Now we're getting rid of those flyaways, those stubborn flyaways. We comb. For some people, they like using ultra. I like using hair mousse, but I prefer holding spray. And if you like to use the hair mousse, they also have hair mousse, ultra set hair mousse. I like it so much because, oh my god, I can't explain it, but it's really really good. Like, it gets the job done. When you use that what's it called, the hair mousse, you see how shiny and how firm, especially when you use it for hitless curls, you see how firm and shiny it will be looking. So now we're done with this. I'm basically just going to wear it so you guys can see. So I think there's another flyway in this area. There's another flyway. Let's take it out. So it's spray. So guys, I'm done and I've worn the hair. This is what we have at the end of the day. This is it. This is it. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. So at the end, this is how the hair all was done. We started off by the hair was already revamped. We started off by straightening the hair and cutting it using our clipper, of course. Where's the clipper? Let me show you guys. Using our clipper, we trimmed the hair. The hair was a 10, it was a 12 inches hair, but we wanted like a 10 inches, right? Now look at that. This is what we've been able to achieve. So we trimmed the hair and then we bobbed the hair. And in this video, I showed you how to bob your hair, how to straighten your hair, how to trim your hair. Basically, 3 classes in one for free. Are you kidding me? So if you're just joining, I'll urge you to go back and watch the video so you understand what I'm talking about. And I also showed you the products that was used, right? I showed you the products that I used and also the tools that I used to achieve this blunt cut look. So guys, if this is your first time coming across my video, please like and also subscribe. Also turn on your post notification for amazing tutorials like this. I come on here live every day and I teach you everything you need to know about wig styling, hair styling, hair tips. Now look at this. Don't you want your hair to look like this? You want to be able to achieve this from the comfort of your home. You have to, you don't want to learn how to style your hair yourself without having to go to your hairstylist all the time. Yeah, so I basically teach you how to revamp, style, using different tools and different products. I don't gatekeep, I show you everything you need to know. So guys, if you have any hair tutorial that you want to learn, whatever area that you've been having challenges, whether curling, straightening, and cutting your hair, how to do it the right way, please leave a comment and I'll be here to do a tutorial showing you how to do that. Now I'll also be making a tutorial tomorrow on a coily hair, how to coil your hair. So stay with me. My next live stream tomorrow will be showing you how to coil your hair, how to fix your torn lace, and also how to dye your hair using a black dye. So I have this curly wig that has like a discoloration around the closure area, and it's a different color from the closure and the actual hair. So I would be making a video showing you how to correct that color and also how to fix the torn lace and also how to coil your hair or bring back your curl or revive your curl. So that's basically it. So guys, we've come to the end of this live session and this is what we did today. This is what we achieved, how to bob your hair. So guys, thank you so much for joining. See you guys in my next live stream. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the post notification. I love you guys. Thank you guys always for supporting me. Thank you for coming on here and staying with me. I remain your favorite hairstylist, hair educator. Whichever way you choose to address me is fine. Alright guys, see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.